Welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World. If you like what we're doing here at Prime Sports World, please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. On today's episode of the show, we are going to break down week number 17, Monday Night Football, and talk about week number 18, as we have a lot of stuff up for grabs still in the National Football League, including the number one overall pick, some divisions, and some seeding in both conferences in the NFC and the AFC. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much, everybody, for checking us out over there on YouTube. We got a lot of people just commenting. We appreciate the support. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. I'm David On Point Huffman. I'm joined by the co-host, Mr. Matthew James, and from the Daily Blitz.blog, Mr. Christian Simpson. Welcome to the show, my friends. How are you all doing? Happy Tuesday. And let's not forget, right now, James, bear down.
Bear down, baby. Even bear after, down. A loss. Bear down, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about all the things going on. Christian, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. This is my third show on the Prime in under 24 hours. Look, man, the grind don't stop. So I ain't with it.
Yeah, tell me about it. Let's talk about Monday Night Football. Obviously, the Falcons go up big in this game, up 21-0 at one point in this game, and the Rams mounted a heroic comeback in the final quarter, strengthened by Jared Verse. Vontae's perfect. Jared Verse blocked field goal, and I think he blocked it and returned it for the touchdown. But the comeback comes a little bit short. Falcons secure the victory, 24-27, with a I can't remember who their kicker is, but he kicks a game-winning field goal with 27 seconds left. The Rams unable to convert in the final drive of the game to mount a field goal attempt. So 27-24 Falcons. Not a great day at the office for Matthew Stafford, and a day that may have cost him the MVP, as well as he losing this game to the Falcons. I think is going to end up costing him the MVP in the long run. 22 of 38. 269 yards and 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, including a pick 6 for Gypsy Bates III from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Summit City represent. Kyrie Williams, 13 for 92. Xavier Smith, 4 for 67. Man, if he had been able to hit Xavier Smith on that final drive, that was a touchdown. Terrence Ferguson, Puka Nacua caught the receiving touchdowns for the Rams. On the other side, Kirk Cousins, he wasn't great in this game, but he didn't have to be because Bijan Robinson put on that cape and came out of that Superman. 22 for 195 yards, including a 93-yard house call in the first half as he gets a touchdown. He also had a receiving touchdown as well, as Bijan Robinson was just otherworldly in this game. But the Rams try to come back, try to make things interesting, scored 24 points in the final half, but could not overcome the Atlanta Falcons as they go on to win 27-24.
Yeah, this had trap game written all over it, if you ask me. And, it's just crazy because here we were, David, a little over a month and a half ago, crowning the Rams as the most complete team in the National Football League. And they've really come down to reality. I mean, I think they haven't really regrouped since the Carolina game. I know they won that game against the Lions, but I honestly think what shot their momentum was that loss in Seattle. Because when you're up that big, you got to keep your foot on the gas, continue to do what's working for you, and most importantly, you got to close out. There's no excuse for it. In Atlanta, the minute I saw Jared Verse block that field goal, I'm like, oh, here we go again. Atlanta's gonna blow it. And damn near they did hold on this time. But here we were crowning the Rams as the best team, and not just in the NFC, but in the NFL. I think they missed Devontae Adams. Like his presence.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
His
Yeah.
presence makes all the difference. I mean, Stafford literally has 2 number 1 wide receivers to throw the football to on the perimeter.
And Zane Gonzalez is their kicker. Sorry, went 2 for 3 for this game, including the game-winning kick.
Zane, yeah.
With like 25 seconds left in the game. A lot of conversation about the final drive for the Los Angeles Rams. Here's my 2 cents about it. It was DPI. It wasn't a catch. End of story. So, I don't know what else. I mean, I think it was 100% DPI, but I can see why. Like, it just seemed kind of like arm fighting. Like a little bit of that. It's just kind of stuff you see, and they don't always call that. And I do not think Puka Nacua caught that football. You could clearly see AJ Terrell, a phenomenal play by AJ Terrell to separate the ball from the wide receiver, and when he regathered it, he was clearly never reestablished himself in bounds. Clearly not a catch. What's you guys' stance on those 2 plays? Because it's generating a ton of conversation on this.
Yeah, that was definitely DPI. I mean, we got to get this right. We can't let calls like this potentially determine the outcome of a game. But the positive of it is this happened in a regular season. Because if this were to happen in a playoff game, listen. Fan bases would be asking that ref, where does he live, or they'll try and do some searching and find out like what he drives and whatnot. But yeah, we got to get these calls right, like somehow, some way. And David, that can go either way, but I'm kind of with you. I don't think that was a catch.
I'm firmly solidified it was not a catch. AJ Terrell clearly had to regather it. You know how the rules are. You got to survive the ground. You also have to survive AJ Terrell pulling the ball away from you. Clearly not a catch.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. That was very, it's a close call, but not a catch. I mean, yeah, with these interference calls, I mean, we've seen this week in, week out where it's like, you guys got to figure this out by now.
I completely forgot to talk about the legal hands to face call on the Bear game against the Niners. I did watch the replay back because they never showed it in the building after it happens. It was by the letter of the quote unquote law. It's probably the right call, but it's a trash. It's a weak.
That's weak. That's as weak as what we're talking about with the QBs dipping their helmets when a player's coming in for a sack and getting helmet to helmet. So there's some things they need to get cleaned up over the offseason, clearly, on these calls, especially against the defense.
But Rams, major blow.
The Rams killed themselves that first half.
Yeah, this is a major blow to the Rams. They're going to have to go on the road for sure now for the first round of the playoffs, whether that be to Philadelphia or to Chicago, or one of those 2 scenarios where they're going to have to go to Chicago or to Philadelphia. So not a great draw for the Los Angeles Rams.
Bring your coats, bring your blankets, bring everything you can, LA. You're going to be cold.
You're going to need it.
Either or.
Before we wrap up here, week 17, let's give out the game balls the way we always do. And we'll have Christian have the floor.
Mm-hmm.
David, this is easy for me. Who you think I'm going to say?
My boy.
Drake May. 19 of 21.
Great. Nice.
256 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, and he was benched, I think, at the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, they put the Pasternaut in. If you don't know who the Pasternaut is, that's Josh Dobbs. he's a rocket scientist or something like that. While he was at Tennessee, he was just starting astrophysicist or something like that. My game ball. I'm first gonna go the Bears and bear down with the sign again because I really like this sign I got. Pretty cool, right?
That is awesome, actually.
And unfortunately, though, the game ball has to go to the winning quarterback of that game, Brock Purdy. Man, just put on an absolute show. After that first pick on the first pick in the first play of the game, offensive play of the game, the dude man had an absolute clinic after that. 5 touchdowns, back-to-back games with 5 touchdowns. You can't hate on Brock Purdy's game. The dude was surgical. The dude was magical. The guy played out of his mind on Sunday night to the chagrin of many Bear fans that were in the building there in Levi Stadium. Matt James.
All right, I got a game ball and an honorary game ball. Game ball, obviously, for me, putting plus 200 in my bank account, or plus 195, I should say, on a $5 bet. King Henry, baby. Going to Lambeau and taking care of business. Literally, he outscored Green Bay by himself. 216 on the ground, 4 touchdowns. And he just went to work, basically. And there was no way of stopping him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get my honorary game ball coming back from injury for going back to the Bear game. Luther Burden got a touchdown, 38 yards. I mean,
138 yards.
He could be a legit receiver coming up.
I did read somewhere that he may have gotten banged up on that play.
They did say it's not as serious as it looked.
Oh, okay.
So he did get carted off, but everything they said it was not as serious.
It looked bad on TV.
It did with him getting carted off, especially. But were you in that end zone?
Yes, I was.
Did you see what happened?
Yes.
Or did he just fall down? You were just looking at, what Caleb was going to do.
Yeah, I was looking at, so.
All right. So I had to ask the question, but there are my two. I had to give it to him. So his best performance to this date outside of the Dallas game. So good for the kid.
We're closing up the chapter on week number 17. Let's open up this chapter on week number 18. And as we get through these matchups, I'll talk about some players, talk about if they're starting or sitting their guys. That's kind of important information to know if you're doing any kind of gambling or betting or anything whatsoever. But week number 18, it starts on Saturday, and we got back-to-back barn burners in the NFC. And I think a big thing that I love that the NFL started doing just a few years ago is that they switched. Every single matchup in the final week of the regular season is a divisional matchup, which matters now because you have teams playing for division titles. You have teams playing for number one seeds in the AFC and the NFC. But first starting for a win I have to fix that. But Panthers, Buccaneers. I'm going to fix that right now, actually. I'm sorry. I can't. I hate when I do stuff like that.
Gotta have the respect.
I was thinking about the Panthers or the Falcons when I was typing this. Let's just fix that real quick. All right, nobody knows. All right, Panthers, Buccaneers, both of these coming off taking L's to the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins, respectively. This is a win and in scenario. Panthers, but actually, I think Tampa Bay also needs the Saints to beat the Falcons or the Falcons to beat the Saints. Some sort of weird scenario where they can't just win it in because the records will be tied and there's some tiebreaker stuff. Given to common opponents. I'm not getting into any of that right now, but I think they need the Falcons or the Saints to win, and then they need to win as well. Otherwise, the Panthers have some sort of weird tiebreaker. But this is essentially a win-it-in scenario. Obviously, both of these two teams will be playing their starters the entire game. Christian, talk to me about it.
David.
Yes.
Let's go, David. Come on, man. We got 3 more to do before the final of 2025. Let's do it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
On my count. 1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 1, baby.
Yeah. Carolina has such a golden opportunity to wrap this thing up. And if they did, they'd be resting their starters right now. But now they're in the scenario where they win and they need Atlanta to beat the Saints. That's the scenario.
Yes.
And if the Buccaneers win, they need the Saints to beat the Falcons. So both and Tampa has nobody else to kick but themselves, because the fact you have to depend on another team to potentially clinch another division championship that's sad. But Carolina needs a lot of Rico Dowdle in this game. And finally, it's a team that knows how to use him. And he's been a tone setter for them. I think they're a better offense when he when he's touching the ball, then Tampa Bay, something's got to give, because I've never seen a drop off and a decline. I haven't seen anything like this since the Minnesota Vikings in 2003. I preview this one tonight after we get off the show, after I get off the air. So yeah, got a little Tuesday preview coming your way.
You can find that over there at the dailyblitz.blog. So for all that content over there from the one and only Christian Simpson, go check that out. Matt James, we got this game. Panthers, Buccaneers for semi all the marbles. It's pretty simple for Carolina. They're in, they win, and they're in. Tampa Bay needs to win and some help from the New Orleans Saints. What's going on with this?
Oh, my God. I know Tampa's been dealing with so many injuries, but they fell off the face of the earth. I mean, we're talking Tampa, Super Bowl contender, Baker Mayfield, MVP, towards the beginning of the season with their red hot start, one of the high scoring teams where you can't stop them. And now we're talking scenario. Oh shit, they have to win and they need another team to lose to help them out or win to help them out. I'm going with the more consistent team. I'm going with Carolina because I believe that they, as I said, they're more consistent.
The more consistent team, the team that's lost every other game this season.
Exactly. So I'm going with them on the win this week after they lost last week. But give me a nice game by Ricky Dowdle. Their defense to be able to, keep it, within hopefully 20 points or so. And on the road, yeah, I just feel like Carolina's going to pull this off.
I'm going to take this game is down in the pirate ship down there in Tampa Bay. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just still think that they're a better football team. And yes, I do think that Baker Mayfield is more injured than he's letting on. But you could say the more consistent football team is the Carolina Panthers. They're both of these. Neither of these teams are consistent. But when I think that the team that has the higher upside, that who will be a better football team on this one game, because it's really just one game, win it in, I think it's going to be Tampa Bay. They have the pedigree. A lot of those guys on their roster have been to a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl, been to the playoffs. They know what this atmosphere is like. This is all new for that Carolina team. And I've been saying this for a while, but if the Buccaneers lose this game or they don't make the playoffs entirely, I think they're going to give Todd Bowles his walking papers on Monday.
And, looking at this game, I just kind of wonder, David, what version of Bryce Young is going to show up? Because he's a roller coaster. I mean, last week, I think he only had 54 yards passing against Seattle. But 1 week he shows that he's kind of touching the ceiling. The sky's the limit for him. Then the next week he's inconsistent and he's struggling. So again, like if they get good Bryce, there's a possibility. But if bad Bryce shows up, I could see Tampa blowing them out. But find out my preview. Check my preview out and find out who I have winning right after we get off the air.
Moving on from there, another game for all of the marbles. The Seattle Seahawks going into Levi Stadium, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The scenario is very simple. Seattle wins. They're the number one seed in the NFC. If the San Francisco 49ers win, they don't have to leave Levi Stadium for the remainder of the season. And every other team is going to have to be traveling down to Santa Clara and check out the Niners down there. Seahawks, Niners. Christian, is it coming? Give it to us, baby.
David, let's go. Let's go. On my count.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 2,
baby. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Seattle, they're playing with such confidence, and their style of football travels, because a lot of teams struggle when they have to go from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. But under Mike McDonald, they actually have been really well. They played really well, and they handled business in Charlotte. And, I think Sam Darnold's going to be a little more prepared this time around. Remember, he was in this same situation last year, and he didn't show up. And everybody thought, oh, okay, he's the same Sam Darnold. The guy He looked good for most of the year, but can't show up when it mattered. No, now he has a full year of experience under his belt. And Mike McDonald has just done such a great job with this football team. This is the best their defense has looked in quite some time. To be honest, this is the best I've seen Seattle look since the last time they made the Super Bowl, which was during the 2014 season. Then San Francisco, they just find ways. David, you saw it up close on Sunday. They find ways. They're physical. Christian McCaffrey is healthy, which is scary at this time. But the one thing that's going to hurt San Francisco is their lack of a pass rush. But I give them a little benefit of the doubt due to the simple fact their best pass rusher is out in Nick Bosa. Now, this is going to be a fun one. I can't wait for this on Saturday night. I preview this one on Thursday. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, with all that being said, like we say, all we want about McDonald and his coaching job for this football team, he's still not the best head coach in this game. Kyle Shanahan, what he's done with this San Francisco 49ers team has just been remarkable. The injuries that they've dealt with throughout this season, and for them to have an opportunity to be the number one seed in the NFC is just it's incredible. It's incredible the coaching job that he's done with this football team and the way he leads this football team. And fun fact for the Seattle Seahawks, in the last 20 years, every time there's a new pope,
they Seahawks the Super Bowl.
The Seahawks go. Not only that, they have 13 wins and they go to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I don't know if there's anything to that. But yeah, we had a new pope this year, so Seattle Seahawks lose this game, the prophecy will be fulfilled, or whatever it is, or the prophecy will continue. I just think the San Francisco 49ers are playing at another level right now. They're especially on offense. I mean, they're absolutely clicking. Yes, the Seattle Seahawks defense is absolutely elite, but that Levi Stadium home crowd, especially at prime time, it's going to be so loud there. You're not going to be able to hear literally anything if you're trying to run offense for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to take the Niners, but I think this game is going to be extremely close. It's probably going to come down to a couple final possessions here and there, just like what happened with the Niners and the Bears. Give me the Niners. Matt James.
I mean, yeah, the Niners are running at a whole different level right now, but their defense is what scares me. I mean, the fact that the Bears were able to go up and down the field so easily, not to take anything away from them. I mean, the Bears' offense has, been, playing on a whole nother level. But as you said, Seattle's defense is elite. They went on the road. They're 7-1 on the road. So they're not afraid to go anywhere. I'm taking Seattle in this one. To slow down their offense, find a way to contain McCaffrey and make Purdy make plays. He'll turn the ball over at least a couple times. Give me Seattle in a close one.
And this goes without saying that both of these teams will be playing their starters for the entire distance of this game. Two Sunday morning / afternoon football. We're swinging into the NFC South, and we got the New Orleans Saints trying to play spoilers I guess they're trying to finish the season on a high note, going into Atlanta. Both of these teams are coming off wins in week number 17. Tyler Shook has emerged as a sneaky dark horse offensive rookie of the year candidate because nobody's really running away with that award for the moment. Saints, Falcons. Obviously, I think both these teams will be playing for their starters for the majority of the way. None of them really have first overall pick in play here. And I think you want to end the season strong if you're Atlanta and New Orleans, as you probably have Raheem Morris coaching for his job there a little bit there in Atlanta. Saints, you want to finish strong with Tyler Shook. I'm going to take the Saints. I think Tyler Shook continues this strong end of the season. I think he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year as well. We're going to do a prediction show at some point here next week or so. But Tyler Shook's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. And I got them winning this game, moving up to 7-10. And they've been pretty good. I mean, 5 in a row to end the season. So that's pretty good stuff right there. Matt James.
I'm going to take Atlanta in this one. Just keep feeding Bijan. I know you said Tyler Shook is, come out and made his name. I mean, they did draft him, in the top 10. And, I mean, I'll give him his flowers and everything. On
Tyler
coming up.
Tyler did not go in the top 10. He was in like the third or second round.
Oh, that's right. My bad. But outside of that, just give me Atlanta to finish things off strong.
Christian.
I'm with you, David. I'm taking the Saints. I like what I've seen from them. The offensive line, they're playing well up front. They're controlling things in the trenches. Defensively, they haven't been too bad. And I like what I'm seeing from Tyler Shuck. He looks poised. You know what I'm saying? He's poised. Yeah, he spreads the ball around, and I think he's just going to continue to climb the ladder.
Moving on from there, from the NFC South to the AFC North. We have the Cleveland Browns and Myles Garrett still seeking that sack record, as he's just a half a sack away from tying the record, a full sack from holding on to that record. And man, it seemed like this record was going to be a lock. And now it's not so sure, because teams have definitely basically like, hey, Myles Garrett, you're not getting this record against us. Going into Cincinnati, we've been playing fairly well over down the stretch here. Both these teams are coming out taking W's this most recent weekend. The Browns, just when it comes to their pick overall status, they can still play for the second overall pick, but they need a whole bunch of help. They need to lose, and they also need the Giants, Jets, Titans, and Cardinals to all lose. They currently hold the 6th overall pick in this draft. Myles Garrett needs 1 sack to get that record. And Cincinnati will be picking in the back of the half of the top 10, early in the teens, no matter what happens. Both these teams will be playing their starters. So, Matt James, talk to me. Bengals, Browns.
I'm going to give Myles Garrett his sack record, but I'm going to have the Bengals beating the Browns by a couple scores here. I mean, their offense is going. I mean, they can put points up on the board. Give me the Bengals.
I'm taking the Browns. I think Shedeur Sanders has a really good game, just to clap out the season and just feel like, hey, I should be the starter next year. Give me the Browns. Christian.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. Excuse me. Wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland won this game, but I am going to take Cincinnati. I'm with Matt. I think the Bengals are going to close this year out, but I will say I think Myles does get that sack record.
I think they're going to scheme up to make sure he gets it. Moving on from there, back into the NFC North, we have the Green Bay Packers, who've lost 4 in a row going into this game, going into Minnesota, who beat the Detroit Lions and spoiled their season Saturday, or was it Christmas Day? Whatever day it was, Christmas or Sunday, Saturday. Packers have indicated they will probably rest their starters. They are locked in the 7th seed and cannot change no matter what happens, and they're waiting to see who their opponent is going to be. Either going to go to Chicago or they're going to go to Philadelphia. The Vikings, they're locked into a mid-round pick. They'll be picking in the teens and early 20s. So Packers probably, resting the stars. I don't know for the Vikings if they're going to bring J.J. McCarthy back, if they'll just let Max Brosmer finish the season. But this is a nothing game for the Packers, basically a nothing game for Minnesota. Christian, talk to me.
Yeah, Green Bay's locked into that 7 seed. More than likely, like you just said, they either going to Philly or they're going back to Soldier Field. And I really hope it's Soldier Field. I'm taking Green Bay in this one. They need to get right game. They've lost their last 2. They need a little bit of confidence going into the playoffs.
Do you think that they play their starters in this game then?
For a half. Like if they have a decent sized lead at the half, then you pull them in the third quarter. You pull them at the start of the second half.
I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. And it's not just me just being a hater. I don't think they play Jordan.
No, this is you being a hater.
A little bit, but yeah. I think they benched their starters. I don't think they play Jordan Love. It is a bad look to go into the playoffs losing 5 games in a row and kind of limping into the playoffs. But I'm gonna take the Vikings. I think they're gonna get one last hurrah here. Matt James.
I love that you said that. Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota at home. I mean, they're playing for pride and to give their fans one last hurrah for the season. I mean, they're going to go in and win this one.
From there to the AFC East, or the NFC East, sorry, as we got the Dallas Cowboys, fresh off beating the Commanders, going into MetLife Stadium and taking on the New York Football Giants, who decimated the Las Vegas Raiders. on Sunday afternoon, and also screwed themselves out of the first overall pick in this draft. Not that they need a quarterback or anything, so it's all good.
Exactly.
Cowboys, they're just worried about draft positioning. The Giants, there's an opportunity for them to still get the first overall pick. They would have to lose, and then the Raiders would need to win, and at least two of the following teams will also need to win. The Seahawks, the Falcons, the Browns, and the Bears. Don't ask me how any of that works. It's just what I got here on the piece of paper. Mike Kafka is going to try to make an argument that he should be the permanent head coach, which you probably won't be the guy. Dallas is planning to play their starters, although they did just release Trayvon Diggs today. And the fun thing about him being released, he can be added to a roster and play in the playoffs. So look for these playoff teams to maybe just iron Trayvon Diggs just enough to maybe so another team doesn't get him. Giants plan to play their starters as well. So one more swan song from Jackson Dart. Talk to me, Matt. Cowboys, Giants.
This is a tough one. I mean, I know they're throwing in Jackson Dart. Are they going in to try to win or just letting him get some more reps?
I mean, I think they're trying
what
to
are they
win.
looking at in the draft right now?
I think that. Well, I just said that they're in the second overall pick. They need a bunch of help in order to get the first overall pick, including a Raiders loss.
It doesn't matter about first overall. What are they looking at?
Oh, I think they need offensive line help.
But, yeah, I mean they can get it with the win too.
Yeah,
give me Dallas. I mean, Dallas will. Dallas is Dallas. They want to go in with it or go out of the season with a 500 record.
Christian, talk to me.
I'm taking Dallas. I just think they have between the two, they have too much offense. But I could kind of see this being a little bit of a shootout because
I think so too.
The last time, remember what happened when these two played? The last time, David.
Yeah,
the Giants had their best offensive performance.
Russell Wilson put on a virtuoso, rolling
the
clock back.
Yeah, he did. But I think Dallas wins this, and I think Dak ends this season on a high.
I'm taking the Giants. I think the Giants get this victory. I got nothing around it. I just think the Giants. I mean, they want to finish the season strong. I don't think Mike Kafka is going to get this coaching job, but I think he's done a nice job to put resume tape out there for another team to get another offensive coordinator job next offseason. So shout out to Mike Kafka from Northwestern.
Look, everybody. Hold on, David. I'm on the show here, David. I just came on here because I saw y'all was talking about Green Bay. And
we already
moved on to Green Bay. We
already moved on to Green Bay.
Hey, get ready for Soldier Field.
We're moved on. I'm gonna say 1 second. Hey, be ready for the Malik Willis gun show, baby. The Malik Willis gun show, David.
The contract.
And give me the Giants because Jackson Dart's gonna be out there throwing darts, baby.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I agree with you on that. I think that's going to be a high scoring game. Are you staying? Are you joining us for the rest of the show, brother? Come on.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
All right, let's swing into the AFC South. We got the Tennessee Titans going down to Duval County and taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. For the Titans at stake here, they could potentially clinch the number 2 seed in the draft. With a loss and a win by the Giants, Jets, and Cardinals. And then they get the chance to play spoiler for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who need a win or a tie to win the AFC South. But if they lose and the Texans win the AFC South, which means Jacksonville will have to go on the road for their first playoff game. So a lot at stake here. For at least the Jacksonville Jaguars. They will be definitely playing their starters. The Titans, I can't imagine they won't play at least most of their starters for majority of this game. Izzy, talk to me. Jaguars, Titans playing for the division, Titans playing for pride. Who do you got?
Are you kidding me? They're playing in Duval County, man. If they're playing in Duval County, it doesn't matter where they're playing against the Tennessee Titans, by the way. But if they're playing against any team in Duval County, it's a dub. You know what I mean? This team is almost unbeatable at the crib. I think, David, we talked about it on the fantasy show. I think they've only lost, 1 or 2 games at home?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, and they look absolutely so comfortable at home. This is a blowout. here for the Jaguars.
I'm not gonna go as far as saying it's gonna be a blowout, but I will take the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think that they win this game, and I think they clinch up the AFC South with a victory here against the Tennessee Titans. Christian.
Look, I need Izzy back for this one. Izzy, unmute that mic. I need your help with this one.
I got you.
Listen,
brother.
Izzy, it's gonna be my 3 favorite letters.
Oh, here we go.
BTA. Belts
to
ass.
Hold on.
Give me Jackson.
Right now,
You know what? I almost want to say Duval like Liam Cohen did when he got hired. Duval.
Nobody should ever say Duval like that ever again. I just say, Matt James.
Jacksonville. Enough said.
From one AFC South matchup to the other, Indianapolis Colts just playing for pride at this point. Houston Texans, obviously, I just mentioned they need to win this game, and then a Jaguar loss. And these games are happening at the exact same time, so no opportunity to bench your stars or anything. It looks like Riley Leonard will start over Phillip Rivers, if anybody cares at this point. But the Texans will be playing their starters because they have an opportunity to still win the division. I think they're going to win the division no matter what. I don't think they're going to win the division because they have the Jaguars winning, but I think the Texans in that defense stifles Riley Leonard in that offense. Let's give me the Texans. Christian.
I'm taking Houston, and I think they're going to end the season on a winning streak, and they're going to be tough come playoff time because that defense, they travel. Like I explained it to you yesterday, David. They can rush 4 without. Oh, he got the leather on again.
Hey, man, I try to tell him.
Styling and profiling, baby.
Look, man. Look. Yesterday when we did college football showdown, David, he had on the fitted too. I'm like, yo, where's the earrings?
I know. I was straight out. I looked like I could have been from the Bronx or something.
You really did. You really did. But nah, I like Houston in this one. Houston to me is the best defensive team in the National Football League. And yeah, the Colts, they're playing for pride. I was never sold on the Colts. And it's just crazy to think this team was 8-1 or 8-2 at one time, and now they're missing the playoffs.
Matt James.
Yeah, I mean, give me the Texans. I mean, they are still playing for something. Just give me Houston.
From there to the late afternoon window, a pretty robust afternoon window of NFL action as we have first game on the docket. Jets going into Orchard Park for the final home game at Orchard Park for the Buffalo Bills, as they will not have a playoff game there. I guess unless something super weird happens. I don't know what the scenario would be where they would get another playoff home game. I guess if they were the 5 seed and they were to go all the way to the I don't know. But they have not indicated whether or not they will play their starters or not. They could be either the 5th or the 6th seed, given if they lost or they won here. I would imagine that they're probably not going to play their starters. I don't know. What do you guys think? Buffalo play the starters? Yes or no? Quick.
No.
I say maybe for a quarter.
Give it to Trubisky. Come on.
The Mitchell Trubisky show, baby.
I tend to agree with Christian.
I got to dust off my Trubisky.
I think Josh Allen and them will get a quarter. Also, the Jets are in full-blown tank mode, I guess, is it whatever you want to say it. whatever you want to call it. But Jets, Bills, Christian.
Man.
You know what? I'm doing this one last time because I can. I troll the Jets too. That's right.
Belt ass.
Look, put me and Izzy down for Buffalo, baby.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the Bills too, but I do think this game. I think this game is going to be fairly close, and I think Buffalo's going to rest their starters after the first half.
I was going to say that was much deserved.
Well, hold on,
for you,
David.
Christian. Because you had to sit through 3 hours of their Jets shit.
Is there a possibility? Hold on, we might talk about this on the fantasy show. Is there a possibility Josh Allen has a Drake May-esque first quarter against the Jets?
I mean, it's possible.
It's gonna be the James Cook show, if anything.
Oh man, what did Drake May and the Patriots put on him, Christian? 28 points in the first quarter?
Nah, they put up
first quarter.
14.
Yeah, they had 35 in the first half.
They put up 35 in the first half.
I think the Bills do play their guys at least the first half. I think if they're up 28-0, Mr. Trubisky's coming in.
I hope so.
Yeah. Oh, you're facing Josh Allen, I'm assuming.
No, I'm not. Everything that's relevant for me in fantasy is over.
Okay.
So, Yeah, I got beat down at AJ's like, we'll talk about that on Thursday. But oh my god, that was like absolute thrashing, like for real.
Dude, it's not as bad as I had to go against Drake May and Bijan Robinson. Okay, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh god.
Anyways, Matt James.
Give me some Mitchell Trubisky, but yeah, Buffalo.
Go swinging into the NFC North. And we have the Detroit Lions coming into Soldiers Field, the home of the Chicago Bears. Obviously, the Bears need to win this game in order to have the number 2 seed in the NFC. The Lions are just basically playing for pride. So the scenarios here is if the Bears win, they're the 2 seed no matter what. And then they hold the tiebreaker over the Eagles back that they won that game. So if they were to lose and the Eagles were both to lose, then they'd be the 2 seed in the NFC. Otherwise, they would fall to the 3 seed. And the big question here for Bear fans, who would you rather play in the first round of the playoffs? Would you rather see the Rams or the Packers?
No. Yes.
I think it's tough. I don't really know. I mean, it's
given the history, David. Given the history, I don't think you guys want to. I don't think you guys want to see the Packers, given the history of the playoff history in recent years. If I was you,
that
guys,
was 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, the stench is still in the stadium of you losing to the Packers twice in the last. Remember, Chris? Don't talk about Jay Cutler now.
Wait, don't tell DJ more of that.
Remember the Chris Conti play?
I mean, the Packers.
Don't tell DJ more of that.
Randall Cobb.
We got the Iceman now.
The Packers and the Bears have met twice in the playoffs. Once in 1941, a game won by the Bears, and then obviously that NFC Championship game in 2011, which was 14 freaking years ago. The last time these two teams played each other. Aaron Rodgers is walking through.
We're not going through anything else, David.
The play that I'm talking about was a win and get in scenario, wasn't it?
Yes.
Chris Conti. Yes. Okay. My bad. You guys.
Yes, we're not. I remember that play to my memory.
That was like a playoff game, though. That was like a playoff game.
No, that was to get in. Yes.
It was a win and get in, and then we X y'all ass. We exit stage.
Anyway,
you are scared right now.
In Soldiers Field, and I got bad news for you. Like Wade Barrett, I'm going with the Bears.
No. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Detroit Lions, fucking Coach Campbell, Dan Campbell is not gonna lose. He's not gonna lose. He's gonna try and get the sweep. He's not gonna let Ben Johnson get a dub.
Good. I hope he doesn't.
He's gonna
get us prepared.
He's gonna tear you down. Jameer Gibbs is gonna have a bajillion yards against you guys. I'm not Ross St. Brown's gonna have a bajillion yards against you guys.
I think if Dan Campbell doesn't win this game against the Bears, he might get fired on Monday.
No.
The collapse of the Detroit Lions this season should be studied. They were like,
are you freaking kidding me? No.
I would be considering it. Like, his taking over play calling has not been good.
The fact that they were one of the healthier teams in the division too.
Taking the Bears. Matt James is taking the Bears. Christian, talk to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing that for TJ.
You taking the Bears too?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears.
Oh no, get out of here.
You're scared. You don't want to come to Soldier Field.
David.
Dude, fam, I don't care about going to Soldier Field. Do you understand? we first of all, Christian, would you agree with this statement? We outplayed you guys in 2 games for 7.5 quarters.
Yeah, no,
7.5 quarters.
And
we bust y'all ass, sideline to sideline, goalpost to goalpost.
I mean, the Bears thoroughly dominated the first time we matched. That second half was all Bears.
No, we bust y'all.
Until
bro.
it wasn't.
Bro. Until bro, and then the last drive we went down there casually and sealed the game. Then, brother, stop it. Stop it.
Those are the Bears. They casually went down and
Matt LaFleur has not. We should talk about play calling, David. We should talk about Matt LaFleur's fucking play calling in the second half of football games this year. It's been pedestrian. He hasn't kept the foot on the pedal. He hasn't been aggressive. Look at the game against the Dallas Cowboys in overtime. Trash play calling in overtime. You play for the damn tie, and so here we are. Okay. But I'm going Lions. I'm going Lions, baby. Come on now. Let's go.
I love this rivalry is coming back. God.
Moving on. We're just moving on to the Chargers and the Broncos. If the Chargers and the Texans and the Bills all win, the Chargers will be the 6th seed in the AFC, and they'll have a rematch against the Jacksonville Jaguars from a few years ago. If the Jacksonville Jaguars were to win that game, obviously. But yeah, on the other side, the Broncos, they need to win in order to win the AFC and have the number 1 seed. So they're going to try to hold off the Chargers. Chargers, maybe they want to be the 2 seed and play the New England Patriots. I don't know. If you're the Chargers, who would you rather go up against? The Patriots in the 1 seed or the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Honestly, New England, because this New England team, yeah, they're good, but they're inexperienced. You know what I'm saying? Like you always say, Tom Brady's not walking through that door. New England can be had. We saw that a couple of weeks ago when they played Buffalo, and Buffalo ran the football. And if the Chargers can establish that running game, get Omarion Hampton going, then yeah, there's a possibility.
That's the only way they can get it going. I think if there's a
This game's in Mile High. I'm taking Denver. Go ahead, Izzy.
I'm going Denver as well. But yeah, no, I think either team is a bad matchup for the Chargers, either Patriots or in the Jaguars. It doesn't matter because both teams have outstanding players at the quarterback position. I mean, we're talking about Trevor Lawrence, who's probably going to get MVP votes. Probably, David, would you agree? Maybe top 5 in MVP?
Yeah.
Drake May probably solidified his MVP status already.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I mean, and then, I mean, New England has got Ramondre Stevenson is, the big heavy hitter, in terms of running between the tackles, and then you have Travion Henderson, who is just super electric, right? So I think the Chargers are have hit.
I think the offensive line woes the Chargers is really going to limit what they're able to do in the playoffs. But we'll get to that.
I agree with you.
Offensive line is tore down for the flow down. Okay,
that's true.
Nah, I definitely agree with you there. I'm taking Denver, and Justin Herbert's not playing in this game.
Yeah, he's out.
And I would say it'd be even worse if they won against Jaguars. I could see Trevor Etienne having himself a field day against them.
Yeah. Pat?
I mean, yeah, if I were them, it would be a chess match against Harbaugh and Vrabel, which would be a good game to watch. I mean, take your chances against New England compared to Jacksonville, who can run the ball, as Christian and as he just said. Plus, Herbert's sitting out. Give me the Broncos. I mean, and this one to solidify.
And quietly, Bo Nix has played like an MVP as well.
Yeah, he should get some votes for sure.
Well, he can.
I think it's because his roller coaster has been wild. From there, swinging back into the AFC West, we have the Kansas City Chiefs and Chris Oladukin going up against
Oladukin. I know you've been having a field day all the last couple of weeks with that one.
That's so much fun, dude. What could be Travis Kelce's final career game? The Chiefs could lose this game and lock up a top 10 pick, which could be valuable moving forward as they try to move forward past this season. The Raiders lose, number one seed in the AFC, in the number one pick in the draft. Period. There are some scenarios if they win, it could get a little dicier, but a lose and that bam, it's theirs.
And Raider Nation better get the arroz con habichuelas ready for Fernando Mendoza.
Eddie Reed indicated starters will play. So will the Raiders. Max Crosby obviously has been shut down due to a knee injury. Brock Bowers has been put on IR for that knee injury he's been battling all season, basically playing through. So will not play in this game. Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs.
I'm sorry I threw you off with that one, David.
Izzy, I need your help here. You know what I'm about to do. I look, you.
Oh man, hold on, we gotta do it together. Hold on, we gotta do it slow. Hold on,
This is gonna be belt to ass. It's not Pat Mahomes is walking through that door. What are you talking?
Listen, I don't give a damn. I've been trolling them all year long, and I'm
Chris
not
Oladukin, baby.
It's Chris Oladukin. It's all in the name. Look at the first 5 letters of my name. It's all in the name. Cause damn Vegas, silver and black, my ass. I don't care. Screw them. I hope they lose every game going into next year too. I hope Fernando Mendoza pulls an Eli Manning and doesn't want to go there. Cause screw a Raider.
Oh, okay. So here we go.
With that being said, I'm also gonna take the Chiefs, but I don't think it's gonna be belt to ass.
I think is Ashton Zenzi playing? I could see Ashton Zenzi having a nice game.
Yeah, is he playing?
I mean, he might sit out. Who knows?
I think he'll probably play.
Let's go for 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to go for 1,000. You got.
Jesus Christ, my nut guy's gonna outrun your ass. A 7th rounder.
We'll see.
I mean, it's like a 7th rounder is going to get more yards than you. I don't know. Fuck it.
He would need 112 yards in order to get to 1,000. He's not doing that.
112 yards against.
He would do that in a quarter in college.
You talking about Ashton Zenzi?
Yeah,
he needs 112 yards in that game in order to get to.
That used to be easy.
Oh, come on! Did you not see him what he did a couple weeks ago, though?
Yeah, that was like one game. He's had one good game.
This is what happens when you go to Boise and don't play actual competitors. Competition.
They're going to feed him ball like 25, 30 times, bro.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ, Matt. That was below the belt. He went to hell right there. Oh, my God.
You're welcome.
Anyways, we'll just move on. We're just going to move on. From there into the NFC West. Where we have the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, God.
Just trying to finish out the season as best they can, going into Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Both these teams are fresh off taking L's. The Cardinals can get the number 2 overall pick if they lose, and then the Giants, Jets, and Titans all win. On the Rams, so they need to win and need the Seahawks to win to have any shot at the 5 seed because they do have the tiebreaker over the 49ers. But they're probably going to be stuck at the 6th seed and probably not moving anywhere. Sean McVay says he's not going to rest his starters in the week number 18 and will play because of how the team has looked over the last few weeks. But if the Niners win on Saturday, the Rams will be locked into the 6th seed. I'm not sure it matters at this point. The Cardinals, if they're just going to roll out whatever they got. So,
who's the backup for the Rams? Stetson Bennett?
It's Jimmy Garoppolo, I think.
Is it Jimmy? I thought it was Stetson Bennett still.
It might be.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He might have a good game.
I mean, it's not like Matthew Stafford has an MVP to still play for.
That's low. That's low.
He was doing well. He really was.
That's low.
Like, that's the funny thing. Like, I hear TJ right now. Really, David? Disrespectful. Really?
I'm not wrong.
I'm not wrong. He's not wrong either.
Nah,
give me the LA. Give me the LA Rams. I think they just, even if they do rest some of
the minute Matthew Stafford missed Xavier Smith on that throw in that 2 minutes, it was like,
man, Puka Nacua almost saved his life though.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. We're not gonna talk. I missed the show yesterday. I'm not gonna talk about that stupid game.
Anyways, Christian,
give me the Rams. I think overall better team.
Izzy, do we bring it out again for this? Do we bring?
I don't. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's do it. Let's do it.
A lot of ass whoopings this week.
Oh, all right. Moving on.
Do I have to go tweet and be like a dead bird sitting here or what? Puka might go for like 200 yards in the first half.
From the NFC West to the AFC East, we got the Miami Dolphins and probably Tua, even though he's not going to play, and Mike McDaniel. Hopefully, Mike McDaniel's final game as the head coach of the Dolphins.
No, they said he's coming back. I heard they said he's
telling him
this. They can say anything they wanted, but he's not going to be the coach next season. I would be legitimately
David must have inside information that we don't know from all.
Yeah.
They literally, everybody has said he's coming back.
He's not coming back. I would be legitimately shocked. Going into Foxborough and taking on the New England Patriots. They need to win, and they need Denver to lose to get the number 1 seed in the AFC. So probably they're going to be all systems go for their starters. And the Miami Dolphins, Quinn Ewers, and whatever else they're going to be doing with that offense and that team. Patriots, Dolphins, Matt James.
This is the
Patriots.
Look, Christian, this is a definite belt to add.
Oh, absolutely.
God. Just keep your pants on, guys. Jesus Christ.
I'm taking the Patriots too, but I do think this game is going to be closer than people think.
You brought home a bad report card?
you got a C minus?
You got a C
minus? Nah. I'm not putting
let's all just take the Patriots and move on. From the AFC East to Christian's division, the NFC East, we got the Washington Commanders going into Lincoln Financial Field where they boo Santa Claus and they hate Christmas. And it's always raining there in Philadelphia. The 11-5 Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles, if they win this game and the Bears lose, they will be the number 2 seed in the NFC. The Commanders, there's a small chance that they could get the number 2 pick in the draft. But here we go. Are you ready for this? They need to lose. And then they need the Jets, Titans, Cardinals, Browns, all to lose. All to win their games in order for them to get the number 2 overall pick, which seems unlikely. But Jesus Eagles, Commanders, this game's in Philadelphia.
Give me the Eagles, man. I mean, the Commanders have played tough the last couple of weeks. I mean, with Marcus Mariota. But yeah,
Josh Johnson is going to be the starter.
Oh my God, it was a nightmare the last time he was in there. And then everybody, David's like, "Oh yeah, spring football."
Josh Johnson never played in spring football.
I thought he did play in spring football. Oh no, me and TJ were yelling.
You're thinking of Luis Perez, but
no. So me and TJ were talking. Did Josh Johnson? Why the hell is Josh Johnson still in the league? He's played on every single team, but Luis Perez can't get a contract. It doesn't make any sense. But give me the Eagles to win that game.
I'm taking the Eagles too.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. I don't think anything else really needs to be said. I would get the belts out, but it's across the board.
Philly's definitely going to play. They're going to put their best before.
Josh Johnson, also from Oakland, California, represent, baby. Has a birthday on May 15th, 1989, so he will be on his 39th birthday. He did play for the Los Angeles Wildcats, which was in the UFL for a hot minute. But yeah, he just plays in the football. He's just going to play NFL football forever. Moving on to Sunday night football and another game for all the marbles.
This is gonna be a good one.
There we go.
Ravens, Steelers. Both these, like the Ravens, actually saved their season because Derrick Henry put the crown on and put belt to ass to the Green Bay Packers.
No!
Saturday night.
Thank you, King.
Going into Heinz Field. I know it's not called that anymore, but that's what we're going to call it for the end of time. And the Pittsburgh Steelers at 9-7. Ravens win, AFC North champion. Steelers win, they're the AFC North champion. And Aaron Rodgers gets to go to the playoffs in his final season if he does decide to retire after this season is over. Ravens, Steelers. Christian, I think I know what's coming, baby.
Look, I need all of you. Come on, look, we end in 2025 with a bang. I need you all. You know what? I'm getting on camera for this one. Let's do it.
You're going to preview playoff games. This is not the end. I guess it's 2025.
This is the last one we doing in 2025 , David.
Yes,
all right.
I even got Matt on camera. Let's do it.
Let's go, baby.
Go, boy.
1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 3.
Baby.
I missed the first two. Let's go, baby.
Listen, you talk about putting a team on your back and stepping up. When
All right, Greg Jennings.
That's exactly. You funny, David. That's exactly what. Listen, this is exactly what Derrick Henry did, and you talk about putting belt to ass. That's exactly what he did to the Green Bay Packers. Now, let me ask you guys a question before I go on.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Izzy. I still love you too. Look, Izzy gonna give me my pink slip after this game. Now, let me ask you guys all this. Do you play Lamar Jackson on Sunday if you're Baltimore?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If he doesn't,
110%.
if he's not all systems to go, I don't know what the hell.
He's
I don't know
got to
what
be
the hell to
healthy.
say.
Like he's currently he hasn't practiced at all yet this week. So,
You cannot roll Tyler Huntley out there in the do or die game.
No.
But if he's not healthy enough to play, then obviously they're going to have.
You have to go Snoop, right? You have to go Snoop, and then the Steelers just pissed me off on Sunday. I mean, you had one chance. What's the name? What was the name of that segment on College Game Day, David? I mean, Izzy, that David Pollack had. You had one job. You have one job.
You have one job.
Well, you can blame the one guy. You blame the one guy that was a nut job the week before and got suspended 2 games, and DK Metcalf, because they were down there in the red zone last week and they couldn't make the necessary throws. Those are DK Metcalf throws, the back shoulder throws that MVS couldn't make in the second half that DK Metcalf wouldn't have made, and they probably would have won, and we never would have been in this scenario.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you anymore. But I mean, what more could we ask for? Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, AFC North title on the line under the lights, and these two have had so many memorable games. I mean, I remember previewing a boatload of these games when not Jerome Bettis, but Ray Lewis, Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, Ben Roethlisberger,
Willie Parker. Willie Parker.
I don't nobody give a damn about Willie. Willie.
He said it.
Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, and I think we're going to see that type of game on Sunday. I think it's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be physical, and I preview this one on Friday, and then we start playoff preview. So we got more shameless plugs coming y'all way.
So remember these guys played each other December 7th?
Yeah.
27-22, Pittsburgh won, and the Baltimore Ravens had 217 rushing yards as a team. Keaton Mitchell 76 yards, Derrick Henry 25 carries, 94 yards, and DK Metcalf, who is not going to be playing, had 48 yards against that Ravens defense, David. And I pose this question to all of you: who the hell is going to step up in the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers against
it's got to be Calvin. I mean, it's got to be like those veterans that are on the roster that they brought in for these moments. Adam Thielen, MVS. I mean, you'd like to see Calvin Austin III get a little more involved in the passing game. But, I mean, I think it's also going to be Kenneth Gainwell.
Isn't Darnell Washington also hurt?
I don't know, but he's not a huge focal point of their offense.
I know, but down in the red zone or down in like kind of that close to red area is where he could kind of hurt you a little bit. They're gonna need everybody on board to win against the Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry right now is hot.
And I know we like right hypothetically talk about Darnell Washington. I mean, he's had one touchdown this season. Like
I know, but he's just had those crazy. He
broke his forearm. He's not going to play on Sunday for sure.
Yeah, he's not playing. So, but
he's had one touchdown this year. Like he's been a relative non-factor in the red zone.
Yeah. So, I'm talking about just making just certain plays. Like you see, like those plays where he's like running over guys. That kind of gives him a little bit of momentum. But if there's a guy that I think that really needs to get back in the factor, I'm not sure if this guy's all good to go. But what about Pat Freiermuth, right?
He was their leading receiver last weekend.
Yeah, and so we need somebody to step up for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think the running game is necessarily going to be a factor for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think, in the first game, Jaylen Warren didn't have it going. Obviously, Kenneth Gainwell didn't have it going. They only had 34 rushing yards as a team as a whole. So Aaron Rodgers is really going to have to use that high football IQ, that veteran presence against what I want to say is a weak secondary for the Baltimore Ravens. They can get had, especially against speed. So, like you said, MVS, Calvin Austin, we're going to have to utilize those guys. But I don't think it's going to be enough against the Baltimore Ravens with Derrick Henry just running the football like he is against the Patriots. I really thought that they should have won that football game. Last two drives, you have to keep Derrick Henry in the game to ice the football game. You had him on the bench. You put Keaton Mitchell out there, and Derrick Henry put all of that anger out on the Green Bay Packers the very next week for 200-plus yards and 4 touchdowns. I can see the Baltimore Ravens just saying, Derrick, the ball's in your hands. We're going to give you the ball 30 times. You take us to the playoffs. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to wear them down. If Lamar Jackson does play, obviously his yards per rush are way down this year because of the hamstring injury and the various injuries that he's had. So he's been more of a pocket passer. Zay Flowers is a guy that, when the last game that he was playing 2 weekends ago with Lamar Jackson was having a really good game. But I think even if Tyler Huntley plays, all you have to do is exist in between the 2 seconds in which you snap the ball and give the ball to Derrick Henry and don't turn the ball over. And I think the Baltimore Ravens will be just fine.
All you have to do is exist.
Baltimore Ravens to win it, man. Let's go.
I'm also going to take the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're a better football team from top to bottom. I think the Steelers have been – it's a nice story. And, I also am a super hater on Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to see him in the playoffs. So, yeah, give me the Ravens.
Look, David, at least you're honest.
Yeah,
I'm going to take
Baltimore.
Aaron
Rodgers. I'm sure he's going to have to go into a darkness. I'm sure he's going to have to go into a darkness retreat or do some drugs in the desert.
What? David,
all right, you remember for the first time this show.
Do you guys remember when Aaron Rodgers finally left and they handed the reins over to?
Yeah, I remember.
Episode tonight. I had the confetti. I had the champagne.
Yeah, you still haven't had that barbecue yet.
No. I haven't had the barbecue.
The Aaron Rodgers is gone barbecue.
Yes. No, I haven't had that yet.
But yeah, we're all rolling with the Ravens. You can check out Christian's prediction on the dailyblitz.blog. Also, he's going to have his predictions for Panthers Buccaneers as soon as this show ends, which will be here in just a few minutes. Again, dailyblitz.blog. How's that for a shameless plug for you, Christian?
That's right. And look, Izzy, we got to end the show the way we always end it after David does his little final credentials and everything. Well, you know how we do.
Thank you very much for joining us here at Prime Sports World. This has been our Week 17 Monday Night Football recap, and then we opened up that book on week number 18, and we previewed every single matchup that's coming up this weekend. This has been the 2025-6 NFL season, and this has been Prime Sports World. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast if you like what we're doing here. Izzy, you have the floor, my friend.
Okay. And for everybody who did not join the show And in case we all miss you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen.
He threw that thing off the backboard like Tracy McGrady did in the All-Star game in North Philly in 2002, just for me to say, holla at your boy.
And don't forget, guys, we bring the heat.
Hey.
That's right.
We'll be back here on Thursday, giving you Fantasy Football Weekly, giving you those matchups. If you still have your fantasy football still plays one more week, we're going to have that ready for you. Y'all take it easy and take easy. We'll see you. And for most of us, we'll see you next year. So, gentlemen, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Pleasure doing another year with the podcast with you final gentlemen, and TJ as well, who's sleeping right now.
Man, look. The show we was doing well. Ain't nobody care about him. Look.
Just love you guys. Happy New Year.
We did the thing without him. We can
do this in 2025 still, right?
Yeah.
We can do this in 2025 still. Tommy Cutlets,
yeah. Anyways, everybody have a safe and a happy New Year. We'll be back on Thursday. Just God bless 2026 and God bless Bo Nix. Peace out.
Be safe out there. All right, gents.